The grind for team of the season is fully underway, and if you're in a position where you're not able to spend hundreds, potentially even thousands of FIFA points, which, let's be real, most of us aren't, then this is the perfect time in order for you to grind packs for free. But what is the best way to do that? In today's video, I'm going to be going through exactly what I'm currently doing. But before we do get into the video, if you're looking to buy into packs without needing to spend the ridiculous price on buying FIFA points, then there is no better place than SkyCoach. SkyCoach offers cheap, fast and reliable FIFA 23 coins. All you need to do is use the link in the description down below, head over to their site, select how many coins you would like and also the platform that you play on, and those coins will be added to your account in just a few short hours, ready for you to open as many packs as you want, even the 500k packs if you really want to. So if you're interested, there is a link in the description down below, and if you use Fnatic at checkout, you'll also get a 10% discount.
Nice.
Me personally, even though I do see myself as an above average player within FIFA, I don't always enjoy it. It doesn't really get the best out of me. It is incredibly frustrating with the slow and sluggish gameplay, which is completely inconsistent on a game-by-game basis. So even though a free and arguably probably the best way to grind packs is to go through games, I do it in a certain way. It's rare for me to play division rivals because, well, the gameplay. And when I go into FUT Champions, I normally forfeit the majority of my games, yet again, because of gameplay. Now, FUT Champions itself, even though I do forfeit the most of them, I do also play a few games. And this allows me to get to some of those higher ranks, or higher than what I would get if I did just forfeit absolutely everything. And with that, this is the only guaranteed way in order for you to get a team of the season with red picks. But the real grind that I focus on is through objectives. Objectives themselves are great during this time of the year. EA are packing in a lot of content. Not only will you be able to grind packs, coin bonuses, maybe a few TIFOs, but you're also able to get fairly decently rated team of the season players. And some of the best gameplay that you can get is through friendlies, which is where you'll find the best objectives being. It will require you to go into friendly game modes, and most of the time is going to be one league team of the season. And for that, on a weekly basis, as long as you're able to play or win games, and there is a difference between the both, you will be rewarded. Very easy stuff. You don't even need to win it in order for you to just play the games. As long as you go from the beginning all the way to the end, you will be able to claim the reward. There are some objectives which will require you to go into squad battles, division rivals, or FUT Champions. And even though earlier I said that I don't really go into division rivals, but because I haven't gone into division rivals for such a long time, I'm actually in a very low division. I think it's like division A, which means that I'm able to just breeze through these games. And in most cases, they end up being rage quits after I get a couple goals, making the process of completing objectives, which require you to play or win a certain amount of games with a certain amount of players from a specific nation, being incredibly easy. Much quicker and much more efficient than doing anything in any other game mode. But the message that I'm trying to get across here is that you really should be going through your objectives, because this is where the best rewards are. In fact, with all the packs that I managed to save before team of the season, I didn't get anyone good when I opened them, but the second that I started to go through my seasonal rewards, that is when I was able to go and get 83, 84, 85 plus player packs, and that is where I've been able to pack every single one of my team of the seasons so far. But don't just stop there, because of course the real way in which you can really build up your club with as many packs as possible is through squad builder challenges. We just want to go and use those objectives to get some very easy packs so that we can open those packs, get players, and then throw them into SBCs. Now with SBCs, at the minute, we do have quite a lot going on. One of the easiest is your team of the season daily login. For this, just submit a bronze player. You will be gifted a 2-player rare gold pack, which you can then open. Plus also, depending how many you've done, this will also open and unlock another objective, which will also reward you with a pack. The best packs though come from the premium team of the season leagues, as well as everything else that will be available. This giving you guaranteed team of the season packs, which will require you to have a decent amount of players in fodder items, as you will need a rating, And then there's the other team of the season SBCs, which are normally based around the league for that week. So at the time recording this, it is Bundesliga, but by the time it comes out, it may be something else. Either way, there will be something. And what I've been doing, and this will apply every single week, but it may be slightly different, but typically EA is going to release SBCs in, I guess, tiers. There's some stuff which has a very low barrier to entry. We're talking about those team of the season daily logins, as well as some of the other packs which require you to just submit bronze and silver players, and will give you way more players for you just to submit 1 to 3. Very good return. And then you can upgrade them into some of the better SBCs. These are like the tier 2s, which really only require something basic. We're talking marquee matchups here, UEFA marquee matchups, some of the upgrades, the gold and upgrades that you already have throughout the whole of the year. All the stuff that you get from those tier 1s can easily be used within those tier 2s, and then eventually from the players that you get from them, as long as they're high enough rated, you will be able to use them for the more luxurious SBCs, which is those guaranteed SBCs that we just talked about earlier, where you have a guaranteed chance of getting a team of the season. Now with all of this, I'm mixing in the mixed league upgrades and the premium mixed league upgrades. These will expire after team of the season. They're here for the next 60 to 70 days. So they will always be there, and you will be able to go through those constantly because they are repeatable. With everything that we've just mentioned, if you're going through some of those very easy and basic SBCs, which is impossible for you to not make a return on investment just because the barrier to entry is so low and they give so many players, well, with those players, you can then go and throw them into some of the mixed league upgrades and the premium mixed league upgrades. And as they are repeatable, you keep on going through this, and they're going to give you out a chance for a team of the season player. But also, even if you don't get a team of the season player and you just get the worst of the worst every single time, you will still be able to profit from them. Now with this, of course, we should say that they do require a certain amount of players, and with some of these players, they are very ultra specific on the types of special cards that are needed. But with this, you don't necessarily need to pack them. Of course, it makes life easier if you do pack them because, well, you have them in your club. They are ready to go and use. But if you are unlucky and you don't get the players that are needed and you want to keep on going through this constantly, the best thing for you to do is just head over to the transfer market. You can snipe a lot of these players for 200, 250 coins, and they will show up fairly often, ready for you to then submit these players into the SBC, complete them, and then go through this whole process again until EA does release some of those very basic SBCs again for you to build up the amount of players that you have so that you don't need to buy them. This is great because this can keep on going through, and even though you are spending coins to go into them, the return that you get from them is so much better than the cost that it actually takes in order for you to complete them. This just gets upgraded time and time again as you buy players, throw them into the SBC, get better players out of the SBC by opening the packs, and then use those players into some of the other SBCs, which you may win some or lose some. But we're really hoping to get team of the seasons after this. And I know with all of this, with the friendlies, the objectives, and also buying players to complete SBCs, there are quite a lot of hoops to jump through. But what did you expect? EA is trying to monetize this game as much as possible. So if you want to be able to go and play it for free, they're going to make you jump through loads of hoops. That way, if you did go and spend money, you can just pass all of this and just go over to the store and open packs. But trust me when I say this, that it is worth it. So far, haven't spent a penny on FIFA, and that's across this entire year. Not just that, but this year, I haven't been able to grind as many packs as what I wanted compared to what I've been able to do in previous years, but I've still had a pretty good return. A much better return for the time that I've spent to grind packs to the amount of team of the seasons that I get. I remember years ago I was able to save thousands of packs before team of the season, and now I can barely scrape 150. But with that, I am still getting team of the season players, and as long as you keep on going through this, and you should be able to, because it is something that you can profit from even if you do not get the players that you desire, you can keep this going indefinitely throughout the whole of team of the season, and hopefully at some point you will be able to get something good. This is just a numbers game at the end of the day. Even though nothing's guaranteed, if you do this long enough, you do somewhat increase your chances. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.